रुक जा, मैं सोचने दो। Hello, good afternoon, everyone. The topic for the group discussion is time management. So, I would like to tell you something about the time management, and I want everyone to share your own strategies which you incorporate in your daily routine to manage your time effectively. For this, I would like to request Priyanka ma'am for initiating the GD.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, our topic for discussion is time management. In today's life, where we are involved in various kind of activities. If I take example of myself, I am a graduation student. Uh, I have to study for my graduation and my exams, minors, and along with that, I have to prepare for my competitive exams. And as I'm a NCC cadet, I have to spare my time for physical activities, my parade times. So all these are activities that I have to do. And similar to all other people, I also have 24 hours. So how to maintain my work so that I can work properly and prepare for everything that I have to come across in my future life in upcoming time. So this is how we have to manage our time for what all we want to do, our interest, our hobbies, and other work, our responsibilities to complete all those work in that 24 hours. That is time management. And according to me, the main component of time management is priority. That how do we prioritize our things, that which is more important and which require more time, so that we can work on that thing and we can manage our time more properly.
Moreover, all of us have the same number of hours in a day, so it's up to us how to make the most out of it. And it's pretty ironic that in today's world, we have so many time saving resources, yet we are so always running short of time. So, effective time management, it's a very subjective matter. It differs from person to person. And for that, how to manage time properly, we have to plan and prioritize things. So, by starting off, I can say that first, everyone is different, and some people work well in morning and some at the night, because and after that we should not set unrealistic goals. Rather, they should be smart goals, meaning instead of working very hard, we should be working smartly, and that can only be done if we would plan them efficiently beforehand. And moreover, trying to start off with the most difficult task, which removes the logjam from our whole day. I, for one, does not believe in multitasking when we are dealing with our important and urgent tasks, because these things require focus, and that should not be done while multitasking. If we have long-term goals, then making weekly or even monthly timetables could go a long way.
As my friend Harshit and Priyanka brought it to light, is a very important thing that planning increases our efficiency and effectiveness and productivity. So the main thing about time management is not to doing various things at a time, but managing the time in a prior so that we can do things more effectively, and productivity is increased with our cope with our work, social and family life, and personal interest and commitment with the uh, finiteness of time. That's the thing we have to learn. And as Harshit also said, that there are many devices such as a computer and laptop, which were made for our time, for to save our time basically. But we are ironically spending more time rather than increasing our time management.
There are various methods to manage our times. Every person, every individual have their own kind of things to work, and they all have their priority, their weak points and their strong points, and according to that a person have to manage their time. That the the point where have to work more to understand the things and to do it more precisely or in a good way. So that is also part of time management, that how much we need to work on one thing and not on the other thing.
Okay, good evening,
As
everyone. Pratibha Di, you may continue, please.
yes, as everyone told about the finiteness of time, all of us have only 24 hours. And about the technology thing, that it was invented to ease out our work, but now we are wasting our time on it. So according to me, time management will consist of two important categories, if I say. First will be reducing our time wastage, and second will be doing work on time. uh, Reducing time wastage like will first we have to identify where we waste our time on the daily basis. Like if we are spending time much on the social media, we should first recognize it, so we can have time for our works which are more important. We can use technology itself for reducing time wastage. There are many apps which tell us our time uses on the phone. We can install such apps on our phone, and we can also mute our notifications. Like if we are studying and our phone keeps buzzing due to notification, and we then keep on checking our phone, and it wastes a lot of time. So I would say we should focus on time, reducing time wastage also.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I'm really very sorry for the inconvenience. So there is some disturbance here. This is also because of time management. I did some work in the morning and I'm facing it right now. So there I go. I will tell you about my stories. I used to always think that I should eat that clock away because it takes a lots of time sometimes. It never moves from 1 to 2 when I wanted, and it goes all 3 hours when it's exam time. So time is money, which I have realized in my 10th board, which was late, but I realized it soon. So there I go for one when I was inspired that time management is important. It wasn't a realize. I learned it from Tapsi Pannu when she showed her room that time management is so important for her. Then I start following a timetable, which was such a ridiculous thing for me that I wasn't inspired myself. Nowadays, what I used to do is I never waste time on mobile phone. I never waste time on anything else, but I do time wasting in doing things slowly. So one shouldn't do this. We do things steadily, which isn't good nowadays. In this 21st era, one should be fast and furious. And time is like a sand which goes out of the hand. So there we go. I always think time is a clock, but it isn't a clock. It's my beliefs, and I never realize it's my leaves. Thank you.
Hello everyone. According to me, set a very small goal every day and complete it on the same day. After that, give some reward oneself. It will help us in managing time, and set some deadline also.
So moving on, one of the key features of maintaining an effective timetable, we can stick to a routine. So getting into a routine can reduce uncertainty about when and how you will fit in the homework and study time on top of college and work. So creating a routine at the beginning of the session of your study so that you can adjust it early and then see if you have leftover time for other engagements. So making a routine on a weekly or daily basis is a must if you want to be successful in your endeavors.
Okay, those who are like me, I'm sorry. those who are like me, can't make a routine or can't follow it, should punch them to their parents who always force them to follow your routine. So I'm so thankful to my parents who always forced me to do that. So routine making is not so important. Following that routine is much more important. Thank you.
As my colleague Kanika and Harshitras brought to a point is a very good point, that is choice. Using time effectively gives us choice to how we need to spend and how we manage activities at our time and expectancies. That's the main goal that we want to do. And the major things that from which we can do time management is, first of all, creating an environment conducive to effectiveness. That can be in terms of anything: cost benefit or quality of result and time to complete project or any task. These all implies time management. And after that, the second and next point is setting of priorities. We have to set our priorities, as we have to be, as I discussed, like if you have to be cost benefit, so you have to set your priorities regarding that. And after that, quality of results, if you want anything in much more quality rather than quantity, then it is also very effective thing. Furthermore, the related process of reduction of time spent on non priorities, like if you, there are some things that doesn't matter to you, but they are still the things that you want to do. So effect time management is also a part when when you spend time on your non priorities things. And the final and the last is implementation of goals. Now you have planned everything and you have done everything, so your last step is to plan your goals, or sorry, implementation on your goals. You have planned everything, but most of the students or most of the persons can't implement on it. So that's a very generous thing to be implementing on our goals.
I
Yes, sir.
think,
Talk
go on.
about implementation of goals, setting of priority. I want to share my own experience as when I was before when this lockdown started. I see my time manage. I see how my time I am managing my time. What I do is I set up 2 hours goals, and what I see how much work I do in these 2 hours. And I found in one day only that I'm doing nothing, I'm just wasting my time. Then I again starting my working on my that 2 hours, and gradually I'm working on my two hours, and this will make my month a complete different, that I'm able to achieve my many goals. And before that I was not able to achieve that much that I'm doing now.
I read that in a research that our minds naturally crave breaks after every 90 minutes of intense work. So taking breaks at the right time is also a main part of effective time management. So for that, we can disconnect from whatever you were just working on, step away from the desk work environment, and try to shift your brain away from the task at hand. So we can also go outdoors if you can. We can give our eyes a break, we can take a nap, and we can also refuel with the right food. So
Yeah.
taking breaks at the right time is
On the
also very
point of
important.
breaks, there is also a term that is said in Sanskrit, that karyantra hi vishrama. It means changing in the work is also kind of rest you can have. Sometimes what happens that whenever we think of that we have studied a lot, and we think that we should go out, and we should do some other work, like we should play or go outside for some time, and takes huge time, and we think that oh, we have spent extra time in outing and all the things, and we forget about studies. So here one more thing is that we can change our work. Like if at one time we are studying about our subject, like I'm a chemistry student. If I'm studying chemistry, then if I like reading novel or any other book, yeah, or any other subject, if I want to, then I can change my subject, and it is also kind of rest, and it actually works. And one other point that as Kanika mentioned, that if you are not able to follow your routine, then ask your parents. Then yeah, they will help you. But until when you are not, you don't want to do that, your parents can't do anything in it. It is your self inspiration, your inner voice will will shout and motivate you to do work, to work according to your routine. And routine doesn't mean that single routine will remain for month, uh, for years, and for a long time. You can make your routine for weeks only, for 2 or 3 days only. It happens like sometimes our study table is at a place, but some after some time we feel that we can study at some other place. So it is also part of our routine that not every time the same thing will work. Changing in our routine, that changing in intervals of times, and changing in the place is also helpful for you for managing your things and improving your productivity.
I would like to put my 2 cents into it. So I think breaking a large project into a small actionable task is also a very important part of time management. Otherwise, we would get overwhelmed easily. So because a part of proper goal setting is being able to break large goals into a daily task. Not only does this keep you focused, but it can even help you stop procrastinating. And procrastinating is the really hampers time effective time management. So yeah, breaking large projects into small actionable tasks is, I think it's very important part of time management.
Now, as Harshit was saying, that breaking of project, that from this point, I would like to give a point from here that the main impact of time management comes from our cultural background also. For example, in culture like Western cultures, for example, in particularly in America and Europe, they consider time a linear quantity. Like if you are working, then the time will be linear. If you are going through one task, then it will go to another task. As their mindset, they think that this will reduce their time in making decisions, and they don't care about the extra things that they have to do. And so this is a very good thing. But after that we go on, then there, this is also known as monochronic time, because it is only going in a linear, they are not changing it. The event are happening and they are going back and back again on that thing. And after it comes polychronic time. In this time, this is mainly seen in various countries of European, especially Spain and Portugal and Italy. And the most thing that they consider that at one particular time they doing many different things. For example, if a meeting is going on, they are rather considering on how much time they are spending on meeting, rather on the quality of meeting they are doing. So it also gives us a sense of happiness, because they are finishing a more of time, oh sorry, a more of objectives in a same time. And after that, final culture comes of cyclic time. Cyclic times is because everything goes in a cycle. After day it is night, and after a period of 12 months the months start again. And in this time, especially in Asia, in Japan, China including, major part of southern Asia, we tend to do that. We spend a lot more of time on planning and what are the causes that are going through that will happen in the coming time, due to the event we are doing right now. So that's a cyclic time period that we are going through. Like if we are doing something in the morning, then that will always come in the next day morning. So we plan our things accordingly, a cycle. We don't have to change it according to a meeting that we are going through, or if we have to do one work and then we don't have to do any other work. So this is the most effective time according to me, because we are also going through a same time period. For example, as I given previous only, that after 12 months it is a period of time coming again and again. So that's a very effective manner of doing.
In conclusion, I would just say that managing time should not be an option, but it should be a habit for everyone. And if we manage our time, nothing is unachievable. That's about it from my side.
Okay, it was a really good discussion. Before winding up the discussion or the session, I would like to make an announcement over here. One of our team member, Rashmi, got fifth position in the Speakathon daily uh, contest or a debate competition. So I'd like everyone to give a huge round of applause for her. Congratulations, Rashmi.
Congratulations, Rashmi.
Thank you.
And on the discussion, yes, everyone talked about having a routine. So I do believe the same. Having a routine is very important because when you start your day with a proper routine, so it goes fine. But if you don't have any schedule or routine, you just waste your day in some way. And one another thing I would like to mention is you have so many tasks to do in a day or in a year or in a week, but please do not forget about self-care. It's Please take out some time for yourself. The activities which really makes you happy, which excites you so much, please do that. Is working out and sometimes you feel worked up, but taking out some time for yourself, doing self-care is very important. So do that. Thank you so much for your time and looking forward to our next video. Thank you.